It is a two-day sensitization program on sustainable frequency spectrum management and development for non-commercial radio frequency users. Now, the focus for day one is on radio licensing. According to statistics, about 242 organizations are yet to renew their licensing, thus making the government lose a whole lot of revenue that can be used in the sector. Professor Isa Pantami, Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, represented by Bitrus Nabasu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, speaks about the challenges posed by unlicensed radio frequency users.
We have our monitoring equipment, even though the range is not wide, and we cannot afford to go into the forest to detect them. But those within the cities, we can detect them because we have the monitoring equipment that we can, if we now realize that you are using the radio frequency spectrum unauthorized, we can jam it.
Engineer Nagoya Joseph, Acting Director, Spectrum Management Department, Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, says the sensitization program is apt as it is a precursor to their next line of action.
We have been administering spectrum for many years, but we have seen the high level of violation. This violation, a lot of our organizations feign ignorance. They don't know the law. They know they need to get the spectrum. They are using the license from the ministry, but they shy away from it. Even when you have been able to license them, to pay their renewal fees becomes an uphill tax. So the ministry felt it is necessary for us to sensitize them before we start applying the sledgehammer, sanctioning them.
Shola Taylor, a spectrum expert, says policies and technology can help to ensure effective management utilization of the radio frequency spectrum.
There's spectrum which is highly demanded and there's spectrum which there is not much demand. The policy for each of these types of users will be different. Many climes, like we do in Nigeria, the spectrum which is not highly demanded for, you use what you call first come, first serve, or beauty contest. Now, for spectrum which is highly demanded for example, the GSM, the mobile broadband, then you have to employ mechanisms like spectrum auctions, which the NCC is currently doing excellently well.
3-month ultimatum have been given to unlicensed frequency radio users. We hope that they will spring to action to regularize their operation. For Impact Television, I'm Grace Paul at Debayo.